What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool Shrewsbury post-match reaction video. Who was your man of the match? Which young players or young player impressed you the most? Who do you think will make it into Liverpool's professional team in the coming years? I mean, who will make it into professional football as a Liverpool star? I think Kaide-Gordon has the biggest future out of the young players, but I was also impressed with Conor Bradley. Firmino scored 2 brilliant goals and he should be our penalty taker until Mo Salah gets back from the Africa Cup of Nations, which starts today, by the way. And let me know guys in the comments below, how are you feeling now that Liverpool have fielded such a young team? Under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool fielded their five youngest ever starting 11s in Liverpool's history, and this was the 4th youngest in Liverpool's history. And Conor Bradley, Dixon Bonner, Voltman and Kaide-Gordon are players who don't regularly start for Liverpool, and I was happy that Curtis Jones got the start. We don't know the exact fitness level of each players because Liverpool haven't revealed which players got injured, which players got COVID. We know that Trent Alexander-Arnold got COVID, so he will be starting training very soon in the coming days, so he might not be available for the Arsenal game. But I'm so happy that Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson, Fabinho and also Firmino and Minamino are back in the squad. Liverpool are still pretty threadbare, but Freuendorf also had a good cameo. Dixon Bonner was so unlucky not to score. But first, let's talk about Shrewsbury. Credit to Shrewsbury, they made it really difficult for Liverpool. If you just see the scoreline and you think 4-1, that was a walk in the park for Liverpool. Well, it wasn't. The first half, Shrewsbury really defended deep. In the whole game, basically, Liverpool had 83% possession, which is pretty much unheard of, even with Liverpool standards. But Shrewsbury defended very deep, and the gameplay worked out pretty well for them because they actually took the lead when Udo scored Ogbeta's brilliant cross. Liverpool was caught out on the break. Conor Bradley was a little bit slow, he got sprinted past, and Konate very rarely makes mistakes, but I think this was a mistake, failing to mark Udo properly. And Udo just sneaks in between Konate and Van Dijk and slots it home. And at that moment I thought, oh my goodness, here we go. Liverpool have half of their team out and Shrewsbury could cause the mother of all upsets in the FA Cup, but in the end, thankfully, Liverpool turned it around even before half-time. Kaide-Gordon scored an absolutely brilliant goal. To have the composure to do a fake shot in the box when surrounded by defenders shows the maturity at 17 years old. I think Kaide-Gordon will be a big player similar to Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones, and Liverpool have a brilliant crop of young players coming through. If Kaide-Gordon can avoid injury and if he has the right attitude, and I'm hearing that he's a very professional guy, he has the right attitude, then he could go to the very top of English and European football. At just 17 years old, he didn't look out of place at all in this Liverpool team, and he slots it home into the far corner with his left foot. Absolutely brilliant goal. And then Shrewsbury's defender, I don't know who it was exactly, makes a big mistake. He basically punches the ball instead of heading it from a free kick, which was also cheaply given away by Shrewsbury. The referee had to give a penalty, and I mean Kaide-Gordon should have had a penalty before when his shoulder was tucked back by a Shrewsbury player. He falls down, but the referee doesn't give a penalty for that, and VAR thought it was not a clear and obvious error. But no, I don't want to talk about the VAR and the referees today. Let's just forget about that for this game, because Liverpool played quite well, especially in the second half when Shrewsbury got tired. So Fabinho scores the penalty after the handball incident, and it was a ruthless, clinical penalty. And I checked, Fabinho scored 19 of his 21 penalties for Monaco, and what is astonishing is that in the French league, Fabinho is 18 from 18 penalties. So he has a 100% record from penalties at Monaco, and now at Liverpool He also scored a penalty, and I think he should be our second penalty taker behind Mo Salah. So when Salah is at the AFCON, Fabinho should take the penalties for Liverpool. And then in the second half, Bobby Firmino came on, and I think his goal was one of the highlights of the game, apart from Kaide-Gordon's brilliant goal. Firmino gets the ball after it bubbles through to him. He has his back to the goal, he takes a touch, and then he backheels it brilliantly. I loved scoring those kind of goals in five-a-side tournaments, but I think Firmino doing it on the pitch is just so special, and I know how brilliant it feels when you score back here goal. But Firmino had a smile on his face. He played with swagger, with confidence after that. He was doing no-look passes and circuit touches. So Firmino is back and ready to go, and it was very important for Firmino to get 30 minutes, to get his match sharpness up before we play Arsenal in the League Cup semi-final first leg, and that game is on the 13th of January, so very soon. Liverpool actually have a pretty interesting schedule. We play Arsenal in the FA Cup, then we play Brentford, then we play Arsenal again. The League Cup semi-finals are 2 legs, and then Crystal Palace, and after that there is a 2-week break when probably Liverpool will play an FA Cup game, the FA Cup 4th round. The draw is tonight. Really looking forward to who Liverpool get. Let's hope it's a smaller side again. I don't want to avoid the big teams, of course. And Liverpool play Leicester on the 10th of February, and Mane and Salah should be back for that game, hopefully. So Firmino scores a brilliant back heel goal, and Konate gets an assist for that. And then Fabinho, just before full time, when the game was petering out, it's another free kick. Fabinho heads it towards goal. It hits the defender, falls back to Fabinho, and from a very tight angle, Fabinho smashes it into the roof of the net. Fabinho is a world-class player, and he has long shots in his range. He has penalties in his range. He can do a lot of brilliant things. I think Fabinho is the best defensive midfielder in the world, and certainly by far the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League. Let's hope he stays fit. And so Minamino came on in the second half. He couldn't really get into the game that much, but I was still impressed with Conor Bradley and Kaide-Gordon mostly. Voltman didn't really get a lot of touches. He's a midfielder and he played as a number 9 today, and that was a very tough role for him, so Klopp substituted him at halftime. But still, what a brilliant experience for a young player to get the start in front of a packed Anfield, in front of Liverpool, 50,000 Liverpool fans singing their names, and of course the Shrewsbury fans also were in numbers. I'm not sure how many tickets they sold, but there was no need for the Steven Gerrard song when Shrewsbury were 3-1 down. Sing about your own team. I don't understand how these rival fans, it just feels a small time to me that Shrewsbury started singing the Steven Gerrard slipping up chant when Steven Gerrard is now the Aston Villa manager. He has nothing to do with the current game, and he has nothing to do with the current Liverpool. It's just to wind up Liverpool fans, but there was no need for that. Sing more original songs or sing about your own team. I mean, apart from Ole's at the wheel, Liverpool usually sing about their own team pretty much like 99% of the time. So I think other fans should follow suit. Leicester fans and Shrewsbury fans recently had some not so pleasant chants when they played Liverpool. But overall, it's a very good day for Liverpool. We are back with a bang after this COVID hit 2 weeks that Liverpool had. Hopefully we can beat Arsenal at Anfield in the next game. It's a very important League Cup semi-final. Hopefully many of our first team players are back for that game. Hopefully Trent and Origi hopefully will be back for that game, and Diogo Jota as well. I don't know where Jota was, maybe he got COVID as well, so he's probably isolating at the moment, but let's hope he will be back for the Arsenal game. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this post-match reaction. It's a quick one for me because I will be posting a Liverpool career mode episode later tonight, so check back on my channel later, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later guys. Goodbye.